morning. And oh my goodness, what a fabulous morning it is. Wouldn't you love to wake up every day feeling like that? Well, there is a way, like the advancements in leading edge human technology, the advancement in understanding that what you emotionally rehearse, you will experience. How many of you know a friend who has so much, but all they talk about is what they don't have? Now, you might think that it's wise. We've been taught it's very wise to prepare for the worst. Well, as someone who's worked in the rehabilitation of people that have disabilities, never, ever, from any research, has it ever been proven? In fact, it actually shows the reverse, is that preparing for the worst does not make anything better or make you feel safer. Let that sink in. Seeing the worst is a way to keep you in fear. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. However, on this platform, on Facebook, I have read a lot about, which I love the forum of Facebook, because people will speak more freely when they're anonymous. So I take that as an advantage. It's like public domain information. Reading someone's rant lets me know how much pain they're in physically. Because if you're ranting, then you're in the middle of a self-imposed hallucination. And all the things I've seen, when I've done that to myself, I've caused physical damage. I also caused brain damage. Thinking negatively all the time creates a neural pathway. And what gets damaged is the other pathways that are to a different vision, not a stimulus response vision, but a vision of harmony. Those neural pathways get ignored. And then that's where the damage comes in. You see, you can reverse this brain damage. Yeah. I don't know necessarily if it's being reversed or if you're developing or reconnecting to existing neural pathways that are inside your body at this moment. So, the benefit of doing the Course in Miracles is that it releases you from your own repetitive self-mental abuse. Now, can you do this alone? No, indeed not. In fact, my experience in the Course I don't know how it's occurring really, because my Holy Spirit is doing it. This Course really connects you to the fact that you're a soul having a human experience, that your soul is this big. It's not like trapped inside of your body. And then when you attune to your body, which is the only part of your three intelligences that is in the now moment, your emotions, bring them in the now moment. Your thoughts in the now moment. Then you will see that you have a soul that can instantly, not over time, but instantly solve your problem. Now, what did I do to allow this to occur? Well, I'm on day 56 of the Course in Miracles, and we're going to review what I feel is the number one, like, what did I do? All the concepts up till then, because we're doing review of lesson 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, all the way, we're doing 10 of them. All of that was just the concepts of just going over the science of like what I see, I've given meaning to. All right. Then yesterday we went over the review of, you noticed, the pictures cause the upset causes the pictures. And then that's what I call is the hallucination, the thing causing you to feel weak, powerless, not loved, alone. Okay. All of those are boxed illusions. Now today is, what do you do? Like, you see, I put songs in my description because this is not a head game. The Course in Miracles, if it remains a head game for you, if you remain to be an armchair spiritual seeker, like, oh, that process didn't work, so I got to switch to another one, you will never reach your inner nirvana, ever. Because a real practice is a practice for eternity. Now, I do a lot of 8-day challenges and a lot of 30-day challenges in order to get people over the hard spot, but I don't want you to ever be mistaken that I think for one moment that to be alive and thriving for the next 30 years or so, that I'm going to remain thinking the exact same stuff I'm thinking today. You see, that's not what I'm seeking. Freedom, wonderment, and joy is to seek the divine unknown that you already are. But your mental and emotional rehearsals have put a veil over your eyes. So today's lesson is going to help you to see who you really are. And again, the best way we can describe it is love in beautiful action is who you are. Okay, so let's go over. So the song that if I could play it, I would play it with you right now, and I would be with you for listening to it for at least 8 times consecutively. And the song is by Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. Let me explain the mechanics of this song. His voice is deep, therefore it's resonating below your navel and in your root chakra. So it helps to ground you. His deep tone, like you can feel it right now, right? And then what he's doing, he is telling you his experience. Imagine him back in the day, being a musician on stage, like it was new. To be on television. From his upbringing to now, to keep going, to keep motivated, to stay creative. Because it wasn't easy. We see little clips on YouTube, but it wasn't easy to be an artist, a black artist when he was born. I don't want to misquote the time, but basically you understand, like singing What a Wonderful World and singing along with it and joining him, it brings you to a frequency where you can begin to establish a new point of view. But are you willing? You know why most of us aren't willing? Because we feel safe with our complaints. We feel safer initially in a world that we project, where there's problems to solve, people to blame, and things to want that we don't have. Like that feels like some kind of adrenaline rushed charge. I know, I used to be on it all the time. Never enough. Never enough time, never enough anything, right? Scarcity perspective. So understanding, are you willing to not be afraid? Are you willing to be the only person in the room who doesn't participate in gossip? Are you willing to listen to What a Wonderful World 8 times in a row and then really notice the change in the pictures that you begin to see and how good your lunch tastes, right? Because when you do, all your senses are heightened to a place where you feel appreciative. Now, what that does, that opens up your heart chakra. Now, that chakra word may not be new to you, or it may be new to you, may be something you've heard so much you're sick of hearing. But what you must connect in order to see a world of miracles is that your heart and your gut also have intelligence. And it's when your mental intelligence, your emotional intelligence, and your gut instinct, your physical intelligence, move in alignment with love and beauty, beauty and love. You are guaranteed an experience of living in a world of wonder. Are you willing at the beginning of this revolution to be alone if you have to be in conversations, because you will only speak of the wonders that you see? Because you can create this type of routine. So let's get to the lessons. I'm just going to read them out loud. So right now, I want you to consider, would you be willing to be in a group of people that are, the whole purpose is to create wonder upon wonder? And yeah, will obstacles show up? I'll tell you a personal story. I'm putting together a little store and doing things, and there's some traveling I have to do. So basically, day before yesterday, I was going to get ready and get there, and I said, okay, I'm on my way. 2.5 hours later, I got to my destination that should have only taken me 45 minutes. And when I called my friend and I said, look, I'm on my way, first thing that came to my mind is, oh my God, I have all these blocks. And then almost in an instant, and I really feel it's because of doing the Course in Miracles, I said, oh no, girl, this isn't an obstacle. I'm just practicing. So look, tell me how to get there. Look on the map for me. Help me. Tell me the quickest way to get there. So I didn't claim an obstacle. I enjoyed the ride, and we got all the work done we were supposed to get done. Now, before I'd have been miserable the whole time. The whole 2.5 hours in traffic, right? No, it actually took me 5 hours to get someplace that I was supposed to be in 45 minutes. Yeah, I didn't get to your house till 2 o'clock, and I left at 9. So understand, all that time, I was in a place of wonderment instead of the hallucination, because I was in my now moment. I was enjoying the music. I was enjoying the weather. I had my windows rolled down. You see what I'm saying? And other people in that traffic, how many of you think were having the exact same experience as me? So you see, it's real. This isn't airy-fairy. This is doable. And you can do it. And you're going to be grateful to yourself that you did. So, I am determined to see things differently. So, are you ready? Because these 10 are going to build your determination. Now, when determination is building, also maybe some frustration might come up. So, are you willing to bless your frustration and listen to the song anyway? Because your nervous system will do what it can at that last little bit to hold on. Like, no, you must believe in problems all the time, all the time. There she is again, that English kind of thing. But basically, you have a choice. But you will need to have determination, because an automatic nervous system response just moves so fast. And your determination will be that you will do this daily. And look, by day 56, it gets so easy. All right. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. If you're miserable, you're seeing vengeance, which is an automatic nervous system response. I can escape from this world by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interest. When you are in that emotion of the world sucks, you can't see what's in your best interest. All you will see is the next thing to do to make your world suck a little bit more. And then you're going to complain that your world keeps sucking. You see how it's brain damage? I'm guilty of it. I do not know what anything is for. So you see, the purpose of anger is not power. It has no power. It diffuses power. I mean, like it makes someone weak. So anyway, so this is what I want to get to, this word invulnerability, because this one, I just want to read it to you, because what you're going to understand is that my attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. How can I know who I am when I see myself as under constant attack? You feel it? Pain, illness, loss, age, and death seem to threaten me. Okay, so let me explain something to you. Most of our stimulus response is trying to prevent death. Now, mentally, I have people that I know and that I've talked to, and you may relate. Trying not to die is like the base part of all their conversations. And, what Jesus did took a lot of work to not die, or to die and then come back, right? So a friend of mine who's a metaphysician said, well, Tanya, stop telling people to stop, because, we might could evolve past and, supersede this. And I went, look, let me explain something. I'm not saying consciousness not eventually could do this, supersede death, okay? But we need to look where we are on the map. At this point in consciousness, diversity is a problem. Now, it's less of a problem because we're talking about it. But with the majority of people in stimulus response not being able to listen to their body, how in the world could we ever expect to achieve such thing? I think it's a lot of grandiose thinking, which is also a form of brain damage. Healthiness is being in the right now moment and doing something beautiful every day. Beginning your day seeking a wonderful world through the help of your Holy Spirit. If you're manufacturing an airy-fairy world to avoid dealing with something that's right now in your environment, That's not what I'm talking about here. The Course in Miracles is talking about understanding, attack thoughts, stimulate your root chakra to the point that you can't think or see what's in your best interest. And when you sing a song, you're aligning your mental, your emotional, and your physical in the now moment. And there's a lot that can occur spontaneously, instantaneously, when you allow. So, you understand, all my hopes and wishes and plans appear to be at the mercy of a world I cannot control. Yet, perfect security and complete fulfillment are my inheritance. It means it's inherent in me. I have that nervous system. But am I seeing from it? Right? I have tried to give my inheritance away in exchange for the world I see. But God has kept my inheritance safe for me. My own real thoughts will teach me what it is. Okay, so that's the thing about invulnerability. It was one of those words that it took me a little bit to internalize because I get vulnerability as strength because I'm speaking straight from my heart. And I understand that's power. It still isn't something I'm all the way comfortable with. So, throughout the Course in Miracles, I am getting more and more comfortable with being bolder and bolder about what my inherent way of thinking has always been since I was a little girl and into now. I've hidden it most of my life because it wasn't the common thought, emotional practice of most people. So many nights I would come home from school and I was bullied a lot. And what I would do is I would sing and I would do what's now called karaoke in my bedroom for hours. And that's how I think I initially connected to this frequency of thought. And so I am introducing it to you, but you probably already know it, but I am encouraging you that there is a way of rehearsing thinking that does shift your perspective and your life into a magical point of view. All right. So above all else, I want to see differently. And seeing differently is these last two statements. God is in everything I see. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. Now, two ways to get God in your mind. One is listen to the wonderful world at least 8 times in a row. And number 2, I want you to consider doing the meditation. Is sound medicine. And is one of the sounds that's in pretty much all the sacred names of God. God, Allah, Buddha, Ra, Tao. It's the sound of ecstasy. It's the sound of Now, when you do that, you're not only connecting sound-wise to a different frequency, you're also opening up to receive prana. So consider it. I'll talk more about it tomorrow as we continue this course. And thanks, these reviews are a little longer, but what I think they do is help anchor in, right? You've gone this far, let's just anchor it in. And remember, Beth, Monday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, she's going to be my guest as we speak about her experience with the Course in Miracles. So, much love, everybody. Please share this video. Join my Patreon account. Let's keep having this year of miracles. Bye. Stay wild with me, right? Stay wild.